Hey, welcome to Cards and Sharp. How y'all doing? Good. Glad you dropped by. Let's take a look at another Bestech knife. I just started getting these in. I'd heard of Bestech. Hadn't really had any much experience with them. Started seeing some videos on them and started reading up on them a little bit and decided to give them a try. They do make anywhere from high-end to some budget-minded knives. This is going to be one of their more budget-friendly knives. This one is the Texel, and this particular one they are calling translucent or something like that. It looks really similar to kind of, depending on how you look at it, in what light, it looks similar to the jade one, but it's definitely not as green, and don't know how it really shows up on video, but it's translucent, so you can kind of see through it. Almost has that. If you hold it up to the light just right, you can see through. You can actually see the holes in the frame through it. So it is translucent for sure. This is, like I said, about a $52 knife. So this would be starting into their one of their lesser expensive knives. And we have looked at another one of their knives on a video, and it was a little more expensive than this one. And when you move into that, you get the nice carry case with it. This one does not come with that. This one just comes in the box. It says Bestech knives. So I guess they reserve that nice fancy case to higher price points. But when I took this out of the box, first thing that struck me is I could tell by the picture that the blade looked like a sheep's foot, and that is how they term it. It's pretty mild sheep's foot as far as sheep's foot go. It's not as near as blocky as some of them, so it doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like a meat cleaver like many of them do. I enjoy a good sheep's foot. If you guys watch my videos, you will know that I pretty much love all the sheep's foot knives I get a hold of, and it's just that to me I like the look of them, especially these like this that are more of a subdued sort of sheep's foot. But this knife just feels that material just feels so nice in the hand. All right, let's go over the stats real quick. We got 7.5 inches overall, 3.25 blade. Does have this choil. I think that's more of a sharpening choil. You could get in there and it gives you a little space for choke up. Not a lot. It's not very deep. You could get in there if you're doing some light, fine detail work. I wouldn't want to have it in there for anything hardcore or very where you're putting much pressure on that, because you could slide up that blade. Which I'm sure I would. My wife will tell you I'm prone to cut myself, which most of you guys, if you play with knives enough, I'm sure you get nicked up here and there yourself. Blade thickness is 0.13, so it's not an overly thin blade stock, but it's not real thick either, and that thickness has a nice taper here, and then the thickness carries on into where the tip breaks down there. So should give you some good blade strength all the way through, even a little bit of light prying or something like that. The steel on this blade is D2, which for this price point I think is a adequate steel. If you're getting quality throughout the knife, that blade steel will serve you well. Just want to keep it dry, and you shouldn't have any problem with it. The finish on the blade they're calling a gray stone wash. And the handle length is going to be 4.25, and the width is 1 inch, so it's a nice, fits my hand really nice. 4 inches is about the shortest handle I like to have, and this one just over 4 inches, so it fits my hand real nice. Got some nice jumping here on the back, so that you feel like you just really get a good firm grip on this knife. I had never seen one of these knives in the wild, so I was just going by the pictures and thought it looked like might be a good fit, you know, decent looking knife. But when I took it out of the box and put it in my hand, I fell in love with it. I love this knife. The weight is just 3.25, so it's a nice weight for everyday carry, and it's got just a nice utilitarian look to it. Not overly aggressive, not a kind of knife that would terrify people if you was to pull it out in most settings. It just looks like a nice pocket knife. Easily operates one hand. That flipping action is just so smooth. Feels like its own ball bearings. Got the liner lock. Has a good lockup. Blades tight. No play at all. Easily manipulate the lock one hand, and as you can see closed, it is looks like it's pretty much dead on center. So good quality build. The other Bestech knives I have gotten in and looked at, I have noticed they have good fit and finish everywhere. Everything fits right. No sharp edges. The finishing just feels really nice on it, and not a hot spot at all. That blade, that pocket clip, just, you don't even really, don't even notice it. It's there, but you don't feel it at all. Not too much texture in the handle, just enough. Don't feel like it'd tear your pockets up. Nice strong clip. It's going to be right hand only and tip up only, so that's fine. Unless you're left-handed, those that are left-handed may not like that, but just has a really nice feel to it, and it's got a nice detent. You get it right there, and it's just got that nice, just little detent, and the sound when you flip it open just feels really nice. Has just a nice click to it. This one was designed by somebody I've never heard of. It's Adam Purvis. So it's nice looking design, and it also the execution seems to be done very well. So I will keep an eye out for any more product by Mr. Purvis. Just it's a very everyday carry friendly kind of knife. Got a nice lanyard hole here in the frame for getting your lantern in there, and just a nice knife to handle. I'm becoming a fan of Bestech for sure. Remind me a lot of Civivi, and I'm going to guess you get into the higher end range of the Bestech, they're probably going to seem a lot like we. They're Chinese made as well, so it makes you wonder if they're maybe not made at the same facility. I would have to do some research to be able to say that, but wouldn't surprise me at all. All right, I think it's a pretty good value for the retail price is $52, so that feels like getting a good quality knife for that. Bestech is a company that has a good reputation, so putting out good products, so I would not be afraid to buy one of these and carry it every day. I think I'll give this one a try because it's I just love feel of it, and I actually, that translucent look is growing on me. It kind of looks like it kind of takes on kind of the hue of maybe what's around it, and it almost has a greenish look to it, just a mild green look to it. All right, that is it for the Bestech Texel, and love to hear what you guys think. Does it look like a good value to you? Are you familiar with it? You know, this is something you'd consider for everyday carry. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll have more product coming your way. And also, give me suggestions on anything you'd like to see that you haven't seen me do. Other products that, you know, everyday carry time stuff you might be interested in. I'll try to get my hands on it and put it up here on the table and see what we think of it. And that's always a lot of fun to do. So, love to hear from you guys. So, be sure and give me some comments. We'll see you guys next time.